evening and welcome to US Vets Las Vegas' first ever virtual gala. I'm Joanna from Sunny 106.5. I'm honored to be hosting this evening's event for this organization that does excellent work for veterans in our community. We've got an amazing night planned for you this evening here at Allegiant Stadium. To kick off our festivities, we'll begin with the national anthem. If you love the Vegas Golden Knights, you will know and love this voice too. Here's Carnell Johnson to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was amazing, Carnell. What a beautiful way to get our evening started in this amazing stadium. Tonight, throughout the gala, I'll be taking you on a sneak peek of Allegiant Stadium. The Las Vegas Raiders have been so supportive of US Vets' mission since they came to town, and letting us in here to the stadium to host our event is so cool. And how could the Raiders not support US Vets in all they do? Later in the show, you'll be hearing more about US Vets Las Vegas' services. We'll also hear from some of the veterans being served by US Vets Las Vegas. Throughout the entire evening, we'll be raising much-needed funds to reach our goal of $125,000 so that they may continue their critical work for veterans and their families. And we're going to have a very memorable time doing it. You'll want to stick around for the whole thing. At this time, we have a special welcome message to you from one of Nevada's dignitaries.
Hi, I'm Senator Jackie Wilson, and I'm proud to represent the state of Nevada in the United States. My work in Congress includes the important fight for policies and benefits to support veterans and their families. I've had the great pleasure of touring U.S. Vets Las Vegas to see firsthand the housing and employment services that the organization provides to veterans experiencing homelessness, those at risk of homelessness, and the family members of veterans. I commend U.S. Vets on their work for our nation's heroes, and we wish them all the best in tonight's virtual gala. May you all have a memorable evening in celebration of the service and sacrifice of veterans. Thank you all for coming together and for giving support to veterans in need. May we never forget all that our military and veterans have done for our great nation, and that we all must step up for them in their time of need. Thank you, and have a wonderful event with US Vets.
Thank you so much, Senator Rosen, for encouraging our audience to donate here this evening. And that donating actually starts right now. You can give two ways. The first way, a text-to-give option. You're going to see a number on your screen. Text your donation to that number. Or you can check out our online auction. You're going to see that on your screen as well. And wait, hold on. Everybody knows this guy. It's Chance from the Vegas Golden Knights. Chance, what do you got for me this evening? Oh my gosh, is this what I think it is? An autographed Vegas Golden Knights hockey stick by the entire team? No way. Wow, this is incredible. Wait, hold on. There's more? What a Mark Stone jersey, and it looks autographed too. Wow, that was worn during warm-ups, right? Unbelievable, Chance. This is so cool. Everybody's gonna want this. Wait, hold on. Not you, Chance. Come back here. They've got to bid on this online during the auction. Not for you, Chance, but thank you for bringing these great gifts. You can donate right now to the auction and bid on these great prizes. You can win both the autographed hockey stick signed by the entire Vegas Golden Knights team and the Mark Stone autographed jersey. Chance, thank you so much for bringing these great prizes. Mwah.
US Vets Las Vegas is the largest nonprofit organization in our community, providing housing and support services to veterans experiencing homelessness. Our mission: the successful transition of military veterans and their families through the provisions of housing, counseling, career development, and comprehensive support. Learn more and understand how you can help at usvets.org/Las Vegas.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jerry Robinson. Played linebacker for 7 years for the Raiders. I'm here tonight to show my support for U.S. vets and all they do for veterans in Las Vegas. They provide so many important services to the veterans and their families. I hope all of you will support them tonight in any way that you can by giving whatever you can. You know, with your support tonight, you will be making a difference in the lives of our veterans and their families. You know, it takes the support of all of us, the whole community, a team, to help the many veterans who are trying to get back on their feet and get back to working hard to regain their independence. You know, it felt great to win as a Raider. And now, this gala is going to give you a sneak preview of the Champions Club at Allegiant Stadium, our team's new home, the home of the Las Vegas Raiders. Go Raiders.
We are inside the exclusive Champions Club right now. Check out this swanky lounge for VIPs watching the game. You know, it's fitting that we're sitting in the Champions Club because U.S. Vets is often referred to as a champion in the field of service delivery to veterans. Since 2001, U.S. Vets Las Vegas has operated housing, employment, and support programs to help our nation's veterans abandon homelessness and regain their independence. Now, to tell you more about the organization, I am pleased to introduce to you the head champion of U.S. Vets Las Vegas. She oversees more than 60 staff, a team of students, and several other programs of U.S. Vets right here in Las Vegas, including over 300 beds of transitional and permanent housing, plus employment and financial assistance programs. Here she is, the Executive Director of U.S. Vets Las Vegas, Shalimar Cabrera. Hi, Shalimar.
Hi, Joanna.
We are so excited to be here, and Shalimar, woo, 2020, what a year it has been with COVID-19. Tell me how you've been handling all of it.
Yeah, I think the word we would all use is this has been an unimaginable time.
Yeah.
The year has been so challenging.
Sure.
You know, for our services that you have highlighted, when you think about them, the most basic thing that we provide in our programs really is the safety,
Sure.
safe housing, and looking out for the veterans' well-being.
Yeah.
But when the coronavirus hit us, that very safety was threatened from the beginning.
Absolutely.
So we had to act fast and change all of our operations
Yeah.
in order to keep our veterans safe. The world was teaching us that in order to not spread the virus, people should stay home.
Yeah.
But for us, that was not a reality. We knew that veterans were living on the streets without a place to call home.
Right.
For veterans already in our programs, they were telling us that you need to isolate. And that's the very opposite of what we've always told veterans in order to give them support. We normally tell them, come forward, see a counselor, get active in groups and activities in our programs. But now we were saying, we need you to isolate, stay home. While we were protecting their physical safety, their mental health was at risk.
Absolutely. And then during times like that when it's so tough, What do you do to really rally them, getting their spirits to get picked back up again?
Right, because we were also
Yeah.
didn't have any information about the virus
Sure.
in the very beginning. So we were struggling to put all of those things together in place for their safety at the same time our veterans were getting sick.
Yeah,
The thing that really got us through it, I would say, is resilience.
of course.
Our team had to learn resilience, and we knew we could dig deep because actually it's our veterans themselves who have always taught us how to adapt and overcome and persevere in the face
Sure.
of adversity.
Sure.
The veterans that we serve have reminded us that they have made transitions from the military to civilian life that sometimes has been traumatic,
course.
or even trauma of homelessness on the streets. Yet they're still surviving. They're picking themselves up every day.
Yeah.
They're getting through it together. And so we had to rally together to do that. The other thing that got us through it was the support of the community.
Yeah, so tell me about that, the community. I mean, during tough times, they tend to come together. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about how the community has supported US Vets Las
Yes.
Vegas.
I am so moved to think about the community's
Sure.
support and their outpouring of generosity. You know, who would have ever imagined that the Las Vegas Strip would be shut down for the first time? Not a single restaurant open, not a single hotel operating. But they were calling us. The same week that the mega resorts on the Strip were shut down, they called us to see how they could help us.
Wow.
They called us with requests like, we have food in our restaurants ready to serve people for days that we'll never serve.
Sure.
What can we bring to you?
Wow.
They found out that we had to stop our dining hall operations. We normally serve 137 veterans,
Yeah.
3 meals a day.
Yeah.
But you cannot do that socially distanced.
No.
So we had to figure out how to change that completely and instead deliver meals to our veterans in all of their rooms.
Wow.
One of the resorts on the Strip called us and said, what if we cook for you for a week?
Wow.
We'll bring it warm, completely individually boxed, and you can just figure out how to deliver it. It was a huge burden off of us.
Sure.
In the very beginning, the entire community was trying to figure out where to find masks.
Yep.
But we had volunteers and donors recruiting their friends and family to sew masks for our veterans and drop them off to them to keep them safe. It makes me emotional just thinking
Absolutely.
about how
Wow.
much they rallied around us at that time,
Sure.
so we could remember that we were not alone.
Shalimar, that information is unbelievable. I know it makes me want to give. Hopefully everybody watching tonight will want to give as well. The community has really rallied behind US Vets Las Vegas, and it's so great to hear.
Thank you so much, Joanna. And to the community, there is not a single step that we do at US Vets that doesn't involve the community. And to all of you watching, what I want you to know is that this pandemic is not behind us. When the whole city was shut down, we did not have that option. Veterans call our programs their home, and for so many of them, our staff is their family. So we have to continue these essential services, continue to help veterans abandon life on the streets, get into safe and stable housing, and then move on to their own permanent housing. We don't yet know the impact of this pandemic completely. Veterans are facing financial hardship. They're unable to go back to work or look for work. And we don't know that after this eviction moratorium, whether there's going to be 100 or 1,000 veterans at risk of homelessness. While we have received increased federal funding over this time, we know that someday there is an end date. And we have to be able to continue these services, and we can only do so with your support. It's going to be your collective support as individuals tonight that's going to help us continue our essential services so that our nation's heroes can get back on their feet and regain their independence. We could not do this work without your support. So to everyone giving tonight and watching tonight, thank you so much from all of us at US Vets Las Vegas.
It's amazing how much US Vets is doing for veterans experiencing homelessness. Just think of the many services it takes to move a homeless veteran from the streets to their own housing, and then add to it all that is involved in dealing with the coronavirus. US Vets programs truly make a difference. Just take a look at their outcomes. 80% of veterans served in transitional housing move successfully to their own permanent housing. 87% of veterans maintain stable housing. 81% of veterans exit US Vets programs with income. Now you get the opportunity to meet some veterans in US Vets programs who are going to give you an inside look at the many services being offered by the organization.
Hi, I'm Frank Ritchie, once homeless, homeless no more. United States Army, vet. My home, US Vets. Courtesy of this phenomenal facility and phenomenal staff, they've got me back on my feet. They've got me going to my future, job, residency, and this is our first stop, the intake center. Why don't you come along for the grand tour of my new residence? This is the first stop at US Vets once you get through those gates. But before you get in, like anywhere else on the planet, you're going to get COVID-19 tested. Once you pass that, you're going to get your clothing, you're going to get your bedding, you're going to do a lot of paperwork, and then you're going to be assigned a room, a big brother or sister. Right now, as you can see behind me, our intake manager, Walter. Say hi, Walter. He's in processing a female vet as we speak. After that, we're going to go take a look at the linen room. We're at the linen room, and it's not just a linen room. It's a workstation, a duty station. We've got Buford and Dennis here today. They're on duty. Dennis, why don't you tell us about what you're doing here today?
Well, this is my workstation. It's a linen room, and what I do here is help veterans find clothing that's donated from the community.
As the vets proceed through the program and they get back on their feet, you do something else towards the end of their stay here. Why don't you tell us about that?
Well, what we do is make sure that the veterans have clothing so they can dress for things like an interview. In here we have things like suits, ties, and the appropriate gear for a veteran to find a job.
So this is clothing strictly for jobs.
Exactly.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to make a pit stop right here at the VSA office. It's 24/7. And let's go in and talk to Jen, who's our current working staff here. Why don't you tell us what you do here and what you do for us vets, Jen?
Absolutely. Hi, Mr. Ritchie. So welcome to the Veterans Service Office. Here at US Vets, we offer services to our veterans 24/7, day or night. A lot of the services that we offer are anything from hygiene, saved meals, we've got snacks, we do mail, cleaning supplies, but we do a lot more here in our Veterans Support Office. We offer 24/7 crisis intervention, conflict resolution, and whatever else our veterans need to support them while they stay here at US Vets.
We're on our way to check out a room. How about showing us a room, Jen?
Absolutely. Let's go check out one of our Veterans in Progress transitional housing rooms. Come on in. As you can see, our transitional housing is set up to accommodate up to 4 veterans per room. It is our mission here at US Vets to make sure that all of our veterans get off the streets, are offered a safe place to stay, and a warm meal to eat.
This is a piece of heaven. Safety, you can't put a price on it. Speaking of a warm meal, let's go check out that new kitchen our donors and partners have given us. We're here in the kitchen. The US Vets' favorite new room, whether they think about it or not, and with Chef, we don't have to think about it, and how refreshing and nice it is that you don't have to think about your next meal. And as good as this kitchen is, it'd be nothing without that man behind me, Chef there. I just want to say to the donors and partners, I can't give enough thanks for what they've done. And unfortunately for Corona-19, we now get room service with Chef serving us the trays and bringing them to our rooms 3 times a day. I'm speechless on that fact alone. And I'm gonna go up and help Chef and deliver these trays. Chef, thanks a lot. We're gonna take the food up. Here at US Vets, every vet gets a case manager, and they get more than that. The case management works as a team. They cover, and they're here to assist every vet with the things they need for the world outside US Vets. For me, it was all my IDs. I lost everything. You can't function without them. The state of Nevada, you have to have an ID. Michaela, how are those IDs coming?
They're going great.
One of our caseworkers. That's what they do. But they do so much more. They help you with your educational, your school loans, the resources that are available to you, whether it's for your VA benefits, whether it's for your disability benefits, your Social Security benefits. US Vets gives you that opportunity and time to do it and do it right. The caseworkers are here, and they're here for us. We're in the main program hallway, and we're going to make our first stop at the supportive housing units for disabled veterans.
Hello there.
Hey, Mark, you mind if we come in?
Not at all. Please enter.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Mark Word. I've lived here for 3 years and was fortunate enough to receive this apartment. But let me show you around if I may.
We expect nothing but the grand tour.
Okay.
Don't forget the ceiling fan.
Well, here it's small. It's a nickel tour. This is my bathroom. Here's my kitchen area. It's more than enough for my needs. This is my room. I'm quite pleased with the way everything has turned out, and you know, it's become a wonderful place for me to be here. I'm comfortable. I'm reasonably happy, and I'm moving forward.
I'd take reasonably happy any day of the week, Mark. Thank you for showing us the place.
You're quite welcome. It was indeed a pleasure to welcome you into my home. And to all those watching this video, thank you. Because of your generosity and support, you were able to turn my life around. Thank you.
Unfortunately, homelessness is just a result. Behind me, Eugene, staff, and Robert, a fellow vet, they're in independent counseling. They have group counseling, and we are provided with a professional therapist as well. This is just some of the things that the U.S. vets do to address a myriad of problems that the vets come in with. And this would be an easy program if homelessness was the only problem. But a lot of the vets couldn't get out of here without these programs that are provided for. Welcome to the U.S. Vets Career Center. I can't say enough, but I think my fellow vet here, Keith, he can help us out. What you working on, Keith?
Oh, I am just doing a little job search here. The facility provides me with the ability to look at jobs. It provides me with an email address that I can get responses to the jobs that I apply for. It'll then show me how to interview for that position that I'm seeking, how to answer questions, how to ask questions. They'll teach me how to dress for success. Also, once I've actually obtained an interview, they're going to provide me with either a bus pass, a gas card, any type of need to get to the appointment. And once I've actually gotten the appointment, they'll provide me with information on how to handle my money so I'm not squandering it and saving. And basically, it's your one stop for everything you need. How about that?
I couldn't have put it better myself. Thank you for imparting and sharing with us, Keith.
Awesome.
All right. This is one of the classes, one of the many classes the U.S. Vets provides. These vets have progressed to the point of taking the Housing 101, which is a transition process back out there into the real world, getting their own place, whether it be an apartment or using their HUD-VASH housing. And some of them have their down payment VA program that they have for their own home. And these classes point them and get them in that first step, that the right phone calls, the right people they need to talk to make this all happen. When the vets get downtime, U.S. Vets covers that too with community activities. And tonight, we've got something, Audra. What's going on here at U.S. Vets tonight?
Thank you, Mr. Ritchie. So tonight we have our outdoor movie night. U.S. Vets, we do a variety of activities such as arts and crafts, fitness challenges, game nights, and even field trips. We do this with our veterans to have that social community within each other and kind of help the veterans get away from that isolation and form more of a community here at U.S. Vets. And tonight we are doing our outdoor movie night.
And I see one of my favorites. My cousin Vinny, I'm taking this one.
Sounds good.
Before you guys get out of here, we have a message from the Swanson family, a U.S. Vet family that was part of our program. They have some heartfelt things they'd like to say to you.
Hello, my name is Cordia, and this is my husband, David Swanson. And I'm going to turn this over to him. He's the vet, and I think he has some wonderful things he'd like to tell you.
My wife and I did 3 years homeless, and wasn't easy. She was staying at the missions, and I was sleeping outside. But we checked with U.S. Vets, and they found a place for us. And they supplied us with furniture and everything we needed, appliances and everything.
Food.
And we greatly appreciated it.
To you, all of you who have donated to the U.S. Vets, we thank you with everything, with our heart, everything. You are in our prayers and our thoughts, and we appreciate everything you've done for this organization, because we all benefit from it. And we thank you so much, and we hope this continues, because there are a lot of people out there that still need help. And we appreciate it, and thank you so much, U.S. Vets, for your efforts.
That concludes our tour of U.S. Vets. Your time, but mostly your contributions, your donations, and your thoughts. We couldn't make it here without them here at U.S. Vets. The veterans, the appreciation, we can't say enough for. Getting us back on our feet, getting us back out there, making us a part of society again. Again, thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Stephen Peck, President and CEO of U.S. Vets. I hope you enjoyed that tour of our site in Las Vegas, and I thank the veterans for giving you all a glimpse into the services that we provide. Daryl and I have the great pleasure of working with all of our residential facilities across the country, and I am happy to share with you that of all of our sites, our Las Vegas site has achieved the highest performance outcomes for the last 2 years. They have consistently achieved or exceeded their goals in helping veterans find full-time employment and move into permanent housing. I always like to hear from the veterans that we serve. It is their hard-won experiences that are the best testament to the work that we do. So we congratulate the Las Vegas team for their hard work, but more importantly, we congratulate the veterans in our programs for the steps they are taking to improve their lives. Tonight's gala is raising important funds to support the veterans you met on the tour and the thousands of other veterans like them who are served in Las Vegas every year. Our organization simply could not do our work without the support of our community stakeholders. So thank you for your participation in this event and for your support of our Las Vegas site, especially in this challenging year. Now I'd like to turn it over to Daryl Vincent, our Chief Operating Officer, who's coming to you from Hawaii.
Thank you, Steve, and good evening, everyone. As Steve said, our organization is so grateful to our donors and funders for supporting our operations. In March, like so many others, our organization had to act fast in response to COVID-19 to support over 300 veterans who call our programs their home in Las Vegas. We didn't have the option to shut down, and we continued our services throughout the pandemic. The safety of the veterans we serve and our staff in the trenches with them remain our primary concern. We have been challenged to continue our operations while taking on new and unexpected costs to keep everyone safe and uphold our extensive list of new COVID protocol. The support from donations you are giving tonight will help our Las Vegas site continue these important services and will support veterans facing financial hardships during this time. Steve and I are so proud of the Las Vegas team for adapting and overcoming to challenges this year. And it comes as no surprise that the Las Vegas community and all of you watching continue to pour your generosity supporting the veterans we serve. Our Las Vegas site has always been the top in forming community partnerships and support. I hope that continues with tonight's gala. Thank you for your donations tonight, and as always, thank you for your support of our mission to help our nation's heroes.
That was amazing to see all the things that U.S. Vets does to support veterans at their site. All of what we saw on that tour is why we are supporting tonight by giving during this virtual gala. Your donations tonight will ensure U.S. Vets can continue those services for veterans and their families. Take a look at what your donations will do. $5 provides a meal for a veteran. $15, 3 meals for a veteran for 1 day. $25 will provide a veteran with clothing and hygiene supplies. $32. Provides a veteran with transportation for 30 days. $50. Provides shelter for one veteran for 1 day. $100. Provides one counseling session for a veteran. $250 is the cost of a mental health assessment for a veteran. Now, this is the part of the program we call the Mission Appeal. We appeal to each of you to think of what you can give right now and to send that in by text or through the link you should see on the online page. And to help your donation go even further, we are going to meet our matching gift sponsor. We've moved to a new location in Allegiant Stadium, and right now we are in the MGM Suite with Chief Executive Officer and President Bill Hornbuckle himself. Good evening, Bill.
Good evening, Johanna, and welcome.
Thank you for having us in your suite. I mean, what a view here.
You know, it's been incredible. It's been a many-year journey for all of us.
Sure.
We've been coming here. I've probably been in the suite 10 times. Tonight is the first night we actually get to host somebody.
Wow.
As sad as it is, we're glad to have you here.
Well, we are honored to be here. It's a beautiful suite, a gorgeous stadium, and I know that MGM and yourself does so much for US Vets Las Vegas. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing for US Vets Las Vegas this year.
Sure. Look, we take a major stake in our community. We employ over 50,000 people, and so we feel, we see, and we understand what's happened here, particularly in the last year for the pandemic.
Sure.
And so our ability to lean in and help is essential. Our ability, particularly with U.S. vets, which has been so meaningful. You know, many of our employees and their families obviously are veterans. They've served in the military, but the services they provide are essential to this community. And so if we can lean in and help in any way, we're there. We're happy tonight to match up to the first 10,000 of anyone's donations.
Wow.
It's a need, it's an immediate need, and it's now, so please help, please give. Thank you.
Wow, you said you're matching up to $10,000.
Correct.
Unbelievable. So you heard it first from Bill Hornbuckle himself. MGM will be matching up to $10,000 this evening. So now is the time to give to US Vets Las Vegas. Bill, we are so thankful for that. Thank you for all that you and MGM does for US Vets Las Vegas.
Thank you for all that you do for the community. It's very meaningful.
Besides that amazing $10,000 donation that MGM will be matching this evening, they've also provided an incredible auction item that you can bid on. 2 round-trip tickets to Washington, D.C., where you're going to get a 2-night stay in an executive corner suite at the MGM National Harbor Resort with VIP check-in where you can really feel like a star. And you're going to get dinner for 2 at their steakhouse as well. Okay, now we want all of you to grab your phones or go to the internet to donate. And while you're doing that, a well-known Las Vegas entertainer has a special performance for you. Terry Fader was named the best Las Vegas strip headliner by Las Vegas Weekly 3 years in a row. He is the winner of America's Got Talent and has captured hearts and funny bones with his unique brand of entertainment. Terry combines ventriloquism, singing, comedy, and breathtaking celebrity impressions. All right, Terry, take it away.
I'm honored to be here supporting U.S. vets and their programs in Las Vegas for veterans and their families. I've always made it an important part of my show to honor any veterans in the military who are in the audience. Usually, I'd have anyone who has served stand to be recognized during that portion of my show. Although we can't be together tonight in person, I'd still like to thank anyone who has served in our military for your service and your sacrifice. This performance is for you.
Soldiers, stand at attention for the Vicky triplets.
The Vicky triplets,
That's what I said. And with us, 3 is never a crowd. Let's sing, ladies.
He was a thing that's truth and then from the Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft. But then he's not the king lot, then he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy, a company B. Then they didn't blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy, a company B. A toot, a toot, a toot-a-toot, a toot. He goes in to the bar in boogie rhythm. He can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar are playing with him. He thinks makes a company jump when he plays reveille. He's a doggy woggy doogie boy accompanied thee. He was a doggy woggy doogie boy accompanied thee. And when he plays boogie woogie doogie, he's as dizzy as a bee. And when he plays, he makes a company jump A to the bar. He's a doggy woogie doogie boy accompanied thee. Doodly-yada, doodly-yada, toot-toot, he blows it A to the bar. He can't blow a note at the bass and guitar as it with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie doogie boy accompanied thee.
Honey, I want you to know you're a little flat. Honey, I don't think any soldier would consider me flat. Ladies, why don't you just sing? Singing is what we do best. Or second best. Just sing.
He puts the boys to sleep, the doggy, every night, and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the doggy woggy doogie boy accompanied thee. Da 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 da. And the company jumps and he plays reveille. He's a doggy woggy doogie boy accompanied thee.
All right. I think they're all at attention. Good job. Thanks, everyone. And congratulations to U.S. Vets on your virtual fundraiser tonight. Thank you for all you're doing for the veterans of our community.
Hello, I'm Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, and I am so glad to be able to join you virtually for the U.S. Vets 2020 Gala. I hope you all are enjoying this wonderful event. Nevada is a better place because of organizations like U.S. Vets that are working around the clock to support veterans and end homelessness in our state. I'm thankful for their services, which help Nevada's veterans get jobs, earn income, and move to permanent housing. No veteran should ever experience homelessness after their sacrifice and service to our nation. That's why the programs and aftercare services U.S. Vets provides are so critical. Know that I am working in the Senate to make sure veterans receive the benefits and services that they deserve by passing bills like the Service Women's Health Transition Training Act, which was included in the 2020 NDAA. And I'm also working on legislation like the Know Your Vets Act and the Service Act to connect our veterans with vital support and resources. I want to encourage everyone watching to continue doing your part to ensure our veterans and their families are supported. Together, we can work toward ending homelessness within our veteran community here in Southern Nevada and beyond. I hope that tonight you'll leave inspired by all of the work U.S. Vets is doing in the Las Vegas Valley. Congratulations to Executive Director Shalimar Cabrera and to the entire team at U.S. Vets Las Vegas on your virtual gala and on the extraordinary outcomes you achieve for veterans every day.
Shalimar, how cool is it that we are in the press room at Allegiant Stadium?
This is really exciting, Joanna. I love being up here at this podium. You know what else is exciting?
What's up?
MGM has donated another amazing prize for our online auction. Let's tell everybody about it. On our online auction right now, you can bid on a 2-night stay in a Strip View King Deluxe Suite right here in Las Vegas at the Delano inside Mandalay Bay.
And you know what else it includes? Dinner for 2 at Strip Steak, and you're going to get 2 Raiders tickets to a home game in the 2021-22 season. And you're going to get to go to the MGM Resorts pre-party.
That's an amazing package. I hope you guys all get to bidding online. And so, Joanna, it feels really good to be up here, right? Kind of like the coach or the players would feel after a game. But we know we're not really on the team. So at this time, we're going to take you to a special message from one of our Raiders players.
Hi, my name is Nevin Lawson for the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a pleasure being out here in Vegas. I've been doing a lot of great things out here, and I was looking for somebody to team up with, and I was so fortunate to team up with U.S. Vets. Was able to do some great things in the city for the veterans. I truly appreciate that, and I look forward to doing a lot of great things out here in this wonderful city that needs help. I thank you guys, and please donate tonight and help us continue our cause. Go Raiders.
Here's a picture of me in Germany.
In Germany, man, there's a war going on. I was a killing machine. I never killed anybody. 1944.
I first met Michael after he came into our program. Someone showed him up to my office and he was all excited. I thought he was a hoot. He was very upbeat, very upbeat.
My name is Michael T. for Thomas Solomon. I was born there in a little town in Pittsburgh. It's called Beaverdale, Pennsylvania. Why Beaverdale? Because of the beavers.
He was in the Army. He served during World War II. He delivered tanks to General Patton.
You who have not seen it do not know what hell looks like from the top. That's what Germany is.
The Third Army, General Patton, the patch on my left shoulder. They sent me down to Louisiana to learn about tanks. We had a big trailer, big tank on top of it, and we were a big target too. You're in a hole, deep hole, and here comes the tank. You hear that motor, boy, come right over and up. Oh! That's not pretty.
We work with the vets that are in the transitional homeless program. We assist them with overcoming the barriers to obtaining employment and housing. Being homeless, that's just a struggle living with that every day.
It's better being in than outside looking in. At least you have place to eat and sleep. It don't cost us.
He has a bed, he has a room, but he knows he's still homeless and he needs a place to live.
What's my plan? To get a nice apartment. There be any more help with that.
He got a postcard where they were inviting World War II vets to go out to Washington. I know he's wanted to go, he keeps showing it to me.
I didn't go to Washington. This is my first priority, being taken care of here, to get a nice apartment.
I see Michael, he's 93. He still has some living to do. He's great spirits, great health. He volunteers at the food bank.
Twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. They enjoy it, they like it, they smile at me, and it tickles my heart. You gotta have life in your body and your soul, and you give it out to people. That's my purpose, to make you laugh so I can laugh. That's my idea of life. I serve with the greatest country in the world. The U.S. vets take care of you. Everything else, you'll fall in line. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Looking good, Mike, looking good.
I not only want to look good, I want to do good.
I can't believe we're already wrapping up tonight's event. What an absolute honor it has been to host this amazing evening for U.S. Vets Las Vegas. I ask you to please continue to give this evening. You saw the great work that U.S. Vets Las Vegas does. So please open your wallets tonight and let's hit that goal of $125,000.
Here we are, wrapping up our first ever Honoring Those Who Served virtual gala from the 50-yard line here at Allegiant Stadium. But first, I want to thank everyone who made this event possible. Thank you to Joanna for being our amazing host, and to all of our guest speakers tonight. Thank you to everyone at the Raiders and Allegiant Stadium for this memorable experience and letting us into your beautiful venue. And most importantly, thank you to all of you, our viewers, and our donors for your support. I thank you from all of us at U.S. Vets Las Vegas, especially the veterans who call our programs their home. Thank you and good night from Allegiant Stadium.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, U.S. Vets.
And thank you.
Thank you, U.S. Vets. Everything you do, I appreciate you greatly.
Thank you.